Criville goes through. Alex Criville leads, and he's going to take the win. A win for Criville.
Hello, Alex.
Hello.
What is Alex Criville currently doing?
Well, right now I'm working in a Spanish channel TV in La Sexta. Also, I'm doing social things with DAZN. But basically, I spend my time riding horses. This is my hobby, my passion. When I retire, I change the bike for horses, and I'm doing endurance riding horses. So I have time now. This is my almost my job, but my hobby.
What do you miss most about racing?
Perhaps I miss riding, you know, when I turn the corners, riding the bike, the feeling. I don't miss traveling, I don't miss, you know, the injuries, but this is what I miss, riding the bikes, the feeling that is lovely, you know, when you have a good line, you turn, it's fantastic. I miss these things. Yeah.
Some years ago you had the opportunity to retake again and jump onto the 500cc bike in Motegi and also in Aragon here, right?
Yes, last year I celebrated the 25th anniversary. I try a couple of laps with the 500, and it was lovely. You know, the smell, the two-stroke, the sensation was the feeling after 25 years was unbelievable. Seems like I was yesterday. Suddenly I tried the bike, I brake, I turn. Was you know, fantastic to get this feeling. Yeah.
Do you have the feeling, Alex, that in some way the success of Spanish motorcycling owes you something, being a pioneer in 500 for Spain?
Well, it was unbelievable. You know, I've been the first Spanish to get the title. In Spain, we have a lot of champions in 80, in 50cc, 80, 125, 250, but in 500, no, you know, and when I got the title, it was like, wow, unbelievable, you know, it was incredible. And after this, I get the legend, so it's the top, you know, and it's good because I was the first Spanish to get the title and the last one, because after this the championship, the rules changed, and then was a four-stroke, you know, so it's nice to get this title. Yeah.
And now it seems easy, no, considering all the Spanish championship in reining class we had after your retirement, and it seems easy, no, to win a MotoGP title, but
well, not easy, but we have a lot of Spanish champion, like, you know, was Joan Mir, Jorge Lorenzo, after Marc Marquez, a lot of champion. We have good riders in Spain, of course, but, you know, I was the first, but after me, a lot of Spanish riders get the title in the top category in the MotoGP.
Which rider, Alex, from the current MotoGP grid does you identify with the most?
I don't know. Perhaps between Alex Marquez and Marc Marquez. You know, I have perhaps sometimes I think a little bit. I was a little cold. You know, like Pecco Bagnaia. It's mixed. Every rider is different. You know, it's impossible to say I'm like this rider. You know.
Tell me, who was your toughest rival on track?
My biggest rival or strong rider, tough rider, for sure was Mick Doohan. My teammate was unbelievable, was very strong, even in bad conditions, in wet conditions. He tried always hard. He get the records, so for sure Mick Doohan.
And the rider you admired the most?
When I was younger, I liked very much Kenny Roberts. also Freddie Spencer. After Barry Chin, because he was a commentator and rider. But of course, I made also Rainey, Swans, Duhan, all of these riders. And right now, of course, Marc Marquez. It's for me one of the top talent right now.
One of the most important riders in history is Valentino Rossi. Obviously, not only as a rider, because of also how his way of life affects the sport. You know? How could you define Valentino Rossi?
Valentino Rossi, I ride with him a couple of years, 2000, 2001, and suddenly I saw that he has one talent. He has a very good fast rider. I remember in Phillip Island testing with him. He passed me in a right corner, braking. I brake very hard, and he braked more hard. I said, "Wow, this is a very good. Must be a very good rider, you know." Also, he was a rider, but you know, has the ability to get fans, to get a new style. He was the first rider to take the leg outside the bike. He has the talent to adapt his ability, the two-stroke, four-stroke, and a new generation. Of course, he was very important rider, and for me, one of the best riders.
What does Marc Marquez have that no one else has?
What has Marc Marquez? Has a talent, very big talent that no one has, and he do it easy. In a couple of laps, he can get the best lap, and the other riders, they need more laps. And also he has a lot of potential in the left corners. He swerves with the front wheel. This is not easy. I remember just one rider can swerve with the front wheel was Mick Duhan, and now Marc Marquez. So I think this is his best point.
Over the years, we saw different battles, like teammate battles in Honda with you and Mick Duhan, and Yamaha with Rossi and Lorenzo. Now Marquez and Bagnaia is a strong rivalry. Do you feel identified with this new rivalry with Marquez and Bagnaia inside the same team? How is the life battling with your teammate at this level?
I think it's a little bit different. When I arrived in HRC team, the king was Mick Duhan, and then I had to learn a lot. In the beginning, he was more fast than me, very fast. I was 1 second behind him, but after step by step, I worked a lot, and in 1 year, I was riding with this almost same level. But the situation in Ducati is different. You know, the king was Pecco Bagnaia, and arrived Marc, and he battled him. So now they changed the situation. Now the king is Marc Marquez. But anyway, this is life. I think Pecco knows that Marc is unbelievable, but I'm sure that Pecco will improve a little bit, and he will fight, or he will be close to Marc. I don't know when, but he must improve. You know, and the situation must change, of course. But all riders, they know that Marc is here, and the other ones are one step behind him.
Yeah, let's gonna make your personal ranking of this rider. Freddie Spencer, Eddie Lawson, Kevin Swans, Wayne Rainey, Mick Duhan, Valentino Rossi, Marc Marquez. Are you able to make your personal ranking?
Oh, I don't know. For instance, for me, Mick was unbelievable because he had bad luck, many injuries that stopped his riding, his titles. Mick said to me one time, Eddie Lawson was great because he won with Yamaha and then with Honda, two different bikes, and I don't know. also Freddie Spencer. It was at that time was very difficult, very dangerous to ride, and easy to make a big crash. But if I have to have one, I don't know. Mark is one of the best riders in the world, but also at that time was allowed crash. If you crash, the tracks were very dangerous, you know. Right now they change a lot. So Rainey also I like very much for titles. Wow, all of them are so great.
Difficult to compare. No,
Yeah.
different times.
Times, stage. Yes.
What differences are there between the current MotoGP and the 500cc championship of your era? Your opinion. Main differences among both championships, MotoGP right now and 500cc.
I think the bike's completely different. You know, everything. The technology, the tires, the suspension, the engine, 2-stroke, 4-stroke, the aero. You know. Also, riders they have a coach. They have you know, technicians. They have a lot of technicians. They have physical trainer. They have a team for him. No. But basically, the bike they change a lot. I don't know if good or bad, because now it's difficult. You know, when the tire go down, you can do anything. Before you can slide, and you can try to be front and with your style. Now it's more difficult. You know?
What do you miss from the motorcycling of your era in today's MotoGP? What would you change to make it more spectacular, the current MotoGP?
I think in 27, well, I think no, yes, they changed the rules. Less aero. Also, they changed tires, but tires Michelin I think are great. They changed Pirelli, but doesn't mind. It will be same, I think. But less aero, the cold choke device out, perhaps will help that rider will be better in this line, no? That the riders will try to his style will be better without with less technology, but I don't know.
So the control is going to be more again on the rider and the gas than less in technology, right?
I think so, but I'm not sure 100% because a long time ago also they changed the engine, less cc, and the times almost was same. So I'm agree that less aero, because now the bikes they look like a plane, you know. And also hot shock device in some corners even is danger. Imagine Fabio Quartararo had one problem in Silverstone and they have to stop the bike, you know. But for our sport, it's better to have a more basic bike, you know, more standard bike, no more wheels, no more technology. It's enough right now. It should be better to the rider put the rest.
At what point in technical progress did the bike start becoming much more important than the rider in MotoGP? When do you think that start to change all this technology?
I think now if you don't have the bike perfect, it's impossible, you know, because all this technology, they have to have a top team to put everything in the good way. If not, it's impossible. So the technology is it's very important. Of course, in the future they say that put less technology, but I don't know. We have to see the rules in 27.
Yeah. Alex, do you remember how was the last lap of your final win in the World Championship?
My last lap, I remember the last victory, yes. Last victory was Le Mans 2000.
Are you able to remember that last lap of that win?
And last lap where I was fighting with Valentino Rossi and Nori Abe. They was very close to me in Le Mans, and I won that race. So I remember very well. They pushed me, and I won in a nice track in Le Mans. It's one of the most important track in this championship. You know, a lot of people there, and a mythic track Le Mans.
And how do you remember that podium celebration back in time?
I remember that behind me was a legend like Rossi and Abe. I pushed hard. 2000 was a very bad year for me because it rained a lot. Many races was raining. At that time the track was perfect. And also my bike, my style, and I won that race, you know, pushing in the front, and they was behind me. So I remember that's all. That was a great victory and my last victory in my career.
And which was your best race within your career?
My best race perhaps was Jerez 99, even Catalonia 99, because I was 1 second behind Norik and Okada, and then most of the people, they say, no, it's impossible. He finished second because more than 1 second in one lap is impossible to reduce. And that time I reduced this time, and in the La Caixa, in the top, in the left corner, I passed Okada and I won the race in front of my fans. It was fantastic. Yeah.
And your worst memory?
Worst memory, 97 Assen. It was my hand. Had a very bad injury in my left hand. So it cost me, perhaps I was 3 races without riding. I had an important injury, and yeah, Assen 97.
Okay, last question. If you could race a Grand Prix again, on which circuit would you like to do it, and which 5 riders from all time?
I would like to race in Jerez, La Frontera. This is my favorite track, and with top riders.
Which one? 5? All from all time?
But with all time or?
All time.
Even,
you have to choose 5
now?
riders from all time. Yeah,
even now?
Yeah. Choose 5 riders to race with in Jerez de la Frontera.
Wow, I don't know. I would like to race again with, I don't know, with Valentino, with Mick, with Marquez, you know, both Marquez. It's enough.
You know? Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.